So let's see what Einstein's twins are. They gotta be lookers. Maybe they're Siamese.
On their 20th birthday, identical twin astronauts volunteer for an experiment. Terra will remain on Earth, while Stella will board a spaceship. Stella's ship will travel at 86.6% the speed of light to visit a star that is 10 light years away, then return to Earth at the same speed.
So here's the question: do you age 10 light years? Traveling 10 light years?
Don't worry about it.
No.
Question mark.
Ding. You notice they have a real demonstration of this actually happening.
What's that? This
Oh,
this theory?
yeah, this area. I hear that the Kelly guys were actually twins, right? And they said that something happened with them too. I don't know, something about their DNA. Ask RG; he'll tell you all about it.
Mm.
I don't think it happened.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay, so if this is what I think it is, it's going to alter their DNAs. But one will stay the same and one will get changed. I think it's the girl that flies in the rocket because somehow light will change your molecular makeup and the code that's inside your body.
You stepped in what?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh boy.
It's hockey. Yeah. We'll wait for the twins. I'm done. Oh, what happened?
As they prepare to part ways, the twins wonder what will happen when they're reunited. Since a light year is exactly the distance light can travel in a year, Stella's journey should take 23 years. But from having studied special relativity, the twins know it's not that simple. First of all, the faster an object moves through space, the slower it moves through time, compared to an unmoving observer. This relationship can be quantified with something called the Lorentz factor, which is defined by this equation.
Okay.
And secondly, the length of a moving object as measured by an observer at rest will contract by the same factor.
Well, let's see if we can read this equation. You ready, JJ?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, what does that look like right there? That's like a Y or something, or is that an X? Or I'm not 100% sure.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, and we got a 1 here. So
next question.
this is basic long division, right? But they got it separated here into the light. That's what the C stands for, right? In a vector, and I guess the Y is the Y-axis. So you time your distance -1 with a vector with a I guess that's going with the light year, but it's saying the speed of light, so to the second power. So I think I figured it out. What do you think?
Oh yeah, you're definitely on to something smarter than Einstein, I would say.
Well, I think he pulled this one out of his ass. But yeah, so the distance times the time to the second power of the speed of light will determine how much you age over distance, I guess. You don't really, so that's why they make all those sci-fi movies, right? Where you run into one of the people after you've done space travel because you're actually traveling through time, and you go back and next thing you know, you're still the same age basically, and all your loved ones are like old and dying, and you get back just in time to meet them on their deathbed. Oh Lord.
Gotta be true. It's got to be true, man. NASA said, right?
No, well, I guess so. I mean, didn't Artemis crew look younger when they got back?
The Cantartemis?
No, yeah.
Well, at least, I mean, they were a crew. I could tell you that. That's one thing we learned from this experience.
We are a crew, yeah.
We are a crew, guys.
Remember, we got to keep planet Earth going. If we don't,
just hanging around.
Just hanging around. Well, I think they're going to get on that bandwagon. Like, oh, you got to lower your carbon footprint, buy green products, because we got to conserve our resources because this planet needs them. JJ, if it doesn't, if we pollute our water and deplete our resources, the planet will die. It's fragile. Well,
you parasites will pay the price for your carbon footprints. You sons of bitches.
Son of a bitch, just give me a drink. Hey, I've been playing that song in my head for the last 2 days. Never mind. And I'm going to vote Green Party this year, y'all. Just everybody get out there, cast those ballots, vote liberal. We got to save the planet. We got to have Earth Day. Yee! And next thing you know, I'm come out wearing a rainbow flag. Look at me. I identify as a female walrus. Yeah, that'll work. And I can make a legal fiction out of it. I did identify as a walrus of the female variety, and they didn't respect that. They kept calling me.
If you spend at least a year in Antarctica, we might believe it.
Oh yeah, I think they do. They have walruses down in the south too. I think
Hey, you're the only one that's going to be there, so nobody else could say any different if you claim there is.
Well, I'll make sure I do a live stream of me and a walrus.
Just tell them you don't know, you weren't there.
No, it wasn't me. It was my doppelganger. Ryan, did you say something?
Nope.
Well, you just did.
Yeah, these guys tell us we're on a spinning, tilted, wobbling ball of water hurling at Mach 88, dude. But we're supposed to trust their black math magics, dude.
Yeah. We try,
equations.
It's an equation. But have they shown this equation since they've done so-called space travel? Have they shown it to be true?
Well, how about having an equation that doesn't involve being fallacious?
Well, it's kind of hard to when they're still being fallacious to this point in time.
I'm old school, dude. This stuff called credibility meant something back in the day. I'm just saying.
You're going to crack that cane, aren't you? All right. Let's see what else this twin paradox is going to take us to.
At 86.6% the speed of light, the Lorentz factor is 2,
Okay,
meaning time will pass twice as slowly aboard the spaceship. Of course, Stella won't notice time slowing down.
Oh.
That's because all time-based...
That's why they wear all those watches. They're trying to speed up time.
Oh, I get it. You wouldn't feel it, but then when you got home, you'd be older or younger, huh? Right.
Yeah, that's what happens in a lot of those space sci-fi movies. But I mean, we've had people go places there and come back. I mean, look at Buzz Aldrin. Did he look like he didn't age?
Oh, he aged all right.
Mm-hmm.
Buzzed all drunk, As long as they maintain 88 miles an hour, they got it all figured out.
And watch out for that movie theater or the clock tower. It's always the clock tower, isn't it? When the lightning strikes at midnight on April 6th at 12.
Yeah. That's more mockery, huh? It's where they harness all that free energy.
Oh, yeah. This comes straight out the lightning rods, right? The Lorentz factor. Yes. Now we know. You nailed it, David. Yeah.
Bingo.
It's all about Lorentz. If you see him, and tell him I'm going to kick his ass. Now we're all here worried about getting back in time from space. It leaves fire trails when it leaves.
Processes in the ship will slow down as well. Clocks and electrical devices. Stella's biological activities, including her rate of aging and her perception of time itself. The only people who could notice time on the moving spaceship passing slower for Stella would be observers in an inertial or non...
Inertial and non-inertial reference frames in this world do not exist. And if you didn't have a clock, how would you know if you aged or not? You didn't have a calendar.
You just check how low your man boobs are hanging.
All right, let's get back to
in a world.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Accelerating reference frame, like Terra back on Earth. Thus, Terra concludes that when they meet back on Earth, she'll be older than Stella. But that's just one...
She's got a rockin' bod, though. I'm telling you.
One way of looking at things. Because all movement is relative, Stella argues it would be...
And Stella argues that it's doing a whirly for some fucking reason. There you go.
Just as valid to say her spaceship will stand still.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this spaceship's standing still right now.
While the rest of the universe, including Terra, moves around her.
I was thinking so.
And in that case, time will pass twice as slowly for Terra, making Stella the older twin in the end.
They literally think time is in motion. Like everything that's in motion causes time. Is that what they're trying to say?
I'm pretty sure they're trying to say don't worry about it, but I digress.
Well, it's like because Einstein's theory is that time is a substance. He married time and space together, like they're one and the same. So anything that's in space is in time, and everything in motion is how we record that time. But I mean, that's without saying you don't need the space time to record everything in motion to keep time of things. Like the stars, the sun, the moon. They're always going to move. They're in the same circuits and in the same paths, and they're relative to everything that what we do now. They stay in the same spot. So,
and apparently this is predating insane asylums.
Oh yeah, or it depends on what part of the world you're in. I mean, they bring them back, every once in a while. I think Trump was actually pushing to bring them back. He wants to have people committed again.
Oh, Trump gets it. He's got our best interest at heart. That's for sure.
I need the volume treatment in the lithium. That's what I need. That way, I'm not really there.
I need a golden dome over my head specifically. It's going to be the azimuthal golden dome of observation.
We were talking about that at work, man. I think my boss is watching some of my streams, and I think I brought it up to Sky, who were talking about 360 degree. I was talking about an azimuth, and he thought I was talking about a ball. And I mentioned that, so my boss is like, "You think you're smart? You say big words like azimuth, and nobody knows what you're talking about." I'm like,
it's word salad, man.
He never studied maps, but I mean, it's all right.
Well, we were all there once.
Yeah, I don't think back in before I started looking into any of this stuff that I knew what an azimuth was, But I know what they are now. But I guess if you mention this colloquially to the layman, he's like, "What do you say?"
Well, they don't teach you that shit in the indoctrination program.
No, unless you go into cartography or mapping, then you'll know.
Right.
No, let's get back to the super twins. Wonder Twins activate.
It's ma'am.
They can't each be older than the other, so which one of them is right? This apparent contradiction is known as the twin paradox, but it's not really a paradox, just an example of how special relativity can be easily misunderstood. To test that,
it could be easily misunderstood on so many different levels, but that was just uncanny to say that. Let's get back to the twins. They're Wonder Twins.
Theories in real time, each of the twins agrees to send a burst of light to the other every time a year has passed for them. Unlike other objects, the speed of light is always constant, regardless of an observer's reference frame. A light burst sent from Earth will be measured at the same speed as a light burst sent from the spaceship, regardless of whether it's on its outbound or return trip. So when
there's no impedance to this light data they're sending each other. They got fiber optic cables that run that whole way. Where was you going again? I forgot. Somewhere 10 light years away.
To infinity and beyond.
Amen. Yeah. I like her spacesuit, though. It looks like it might actually work in a vacuum.
Yeah, it looks like it was tailored,
Yeah. It's made by Prada. That's what the Dragon X team had on. They had the Prada gear. Remember those boots they wore? And those mannequin-looking suits they were wearing? I don't know if there were people in there or not, dude. There was some motion.
That suit makes me think of every single time I see NASA or something. Ghostbusters 1, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
Yeah, that's what would happen to it, though, right? Just think, the guy they stuck in the Sandusky, right? Was it like less than 2 minutes? His tongue was boiling, and he fell out, passed out, and this lost all pressure in his suit.
I don't know if they did it at the Sandusky location, which is the space tower. Did they do it there?
I think so. I think that's where they did it. That's where they go to. Is they have one here in Colorado. It's in Iron Mountain, and it's also a good place where they store a lot of files for one particular alphabet organization. It starts with a C, ends with an A.
Oh, the CWA.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, well, JJ will tell you, don't worry about
it. Exactly.
There's a kid I work with at Smashburger who did a part-time job doing security out there, and I ask him questions. He's like, "I can't talk." I'm like, "All right, well, then I won't ask him more questions." No one will be showing up your house later like, "Did you talk to this guy Roger at work who's got a YouTube channel?" You gave him some top secret information. We're going to confiscate all your belongings, and then you'll end up like Gus Grissom.
One twin observes a burst of light. They're measuring how long it took the other twin to experience a year passing, plus how long it took for the light to travel between them. We can track what's happening on a graph. The x-axis marks distance from Earth, and the y-axis tracks the passage of time.
Oh, I'm going to ask another question right quick. It just occurred to me.
I have one after you.
Oh, well, then go first, sir. I'm going to let you go.
Oh, ladies first. Ladies first.
Oh, Jesus. Well, JJ, My question is, what happens to entropy in this situation? Isn't that the real culprit when it comes to aging?
Yeah, I would say that has something to do with it a little bit, right?
Oh, that maybe just the transfer of heat, energy. It wears on the elasticity of your skin and your bones. If you're not eating properly, you'll degenerate like your bones properly if you don't get the proper nourishment. Just some stuff like that. That's usually what aging does. And especially if you take government medicine, you age a lot quicker. But I digress.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Now, what was yours?
Are they claiming they did this? Like they sent real twins out, or is that what they're saying?
Well,
Or is
Scott.
this hypothetical?
What Scott Kelly and what's his brother's name? Those are the twins that they
Mark.
Yeah, this is what they say it altered their DNA supposedly or something.
Oh, so they're real astronauts, and one of them left.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're clear on
Oh
that.
yeah, we're on that page. Yes, we're in fantasy land. We're in Narnia. So, and there's talking lions. There's minotaurs. There's centaurs, and there's even talking beavers and shit. Yeah. But I should take my medication. I'll be all right. All right.
That's legit.
Absolutely. Is she in a sleep chamber here or something? You see what I'm looking at, right? The cryogenics kind of thing, if you put it on a space station or a rocket ship, maybe.
Yeah, you gotta have one of them on your space station, man.
Yeah, you gotta wake up 30 years later. You're in the same pose you were when you fell asleep, yeah. And you haven't aged a day.
Just a little hungry.
You get it? Yeah, just a little hungry. Yeah. And your body the metabolism slows down so much in there. They had to control the drugs they're giving you. Yeah. All right. Back to the twins.
From Terra's perspective, her path will simply be a vertical line, with distance equal to 0, and each tick on the line equivalent to a year as she perceives it. Stella's path will stretch from the same origin to a point 11.5 years in time and 10 light-years in distance from Terra, before converging again at 0 distance and 23 years' time. At her first 1-year mark, Terra will send a pulse of light from Earth towards Stella's spaceship. Since light takes a year to travel 1 light-year, its path will be a 45-degree diagonal line. Wow. And because Stella is traveling away from it, by the time the light catches up to her, over 7 total years will have passed for Terra and over 4 for Stella. By the time Stella observes Terra's second burst, she will already be on her return.
No, hold on a minute. So they're measuring years as distance.
Yeah, light years, man.
Whoa. I think it's
to do that with half the speed of light. How would that angle change?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Does it matter if you're shooting a straight line? You're going to hit your target.
It's just complete nonsense. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We're saying the straight line is the hypotenuse, so that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's how I don't see how they do celestial navigation in their paradigm, because they don't actually have a distance. They don't have a hypotenuse, right? So where's the full triangle in that? It's an apparent position, right?
Yeah. In the equation too. Yeah, the V is for vector.
Sure. Yeah.
Over time, so that the using Pythagorean theorem, I don't understand how this even works and who the Lorenz. Yeah, you can come up with any kind of mathematical formula you want. I can show you how 1 equals 2.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, anything. Just good with algebra. That's how you can fucking. I can show you how 26.4 equals 26.1.
Yeah, I can see how you could do that with actually the whole star map in itself. You could actually scale it to any size you want to and make it work on any Cartesian grid if you want to, and it would be accurate. You would just have to crunch the numbers to get to the point where you got to the scale you wanted for the size you wanted to match the scale to the map, the physical map on the Earth. You could place these things anywhere and give them any size. And
yeah, hence why math isn't science, right?
No, none of this is science.
They're not compatible.
Well, one is it's a quantification of the other. The only way you can figure out the amount of mass you have in a volume of gas, you have to have the size of your container. That's you have to get that's math there. You can quantify how much certain gases you have in that container, depending on their Paul's here. the rate of their acceleration too, the pressure they would build. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Back to the Wonder Twins. So they're going to activate here in a second.
Journey. But now, since she's moving towards the source of light, it will take...
Oh, God, what did I do now? I breathed on it. Why do I pay for premium? Why do I pay $69 for...
take less time to reach her, and she'll observe the bursts more...
Why is it doing it again? JJ, what do I need to do now?
Don't worry about it.
All right, there you
I don't know what you're asking.
go. Not much. It's only 11:30. I mean, it's not really late.
What's going on? What are you having
I don't
problems?
know. Got no idea.
Maybe do a speed test.
Yeah,
See if
elaborate.
it's you.
frequently. This means that Stella observes Terra aging slowly for the first half of her journey, but aging rapidly during the return half. Meanwhile, for Stella, it seems as though Terra, the destination...
So now distance takes time to travel through, correct? If you're going a further distance due to your route, it's going to take longer to get there, right? So you will definitely age.
What a concept.
I know.
Yeah, but they travel in light years, Roger.
Yeah. What is a lie year? It just takes that time for light to get there, you know. Anyways, back to the Wonder Twins again.
Star and the whole universe are moving around her. And because of length contraction, Stella observes the distance between them shrinking by a factor of 2. This means each leg of the trip will only take about 6 years from Stella's perspective. When she sends the first signal to Earth, 2 years will have passed for Terra. Stella will send 4 more light bursts during her outbound journey, each one from farther away. By the time Terra observes the first pulse from Stella's inbound journey, over 21 years will have passed for her. For the rest of Stella's return home, Terra receives multiple light bursts each year.
Aww.
Thus, Terra observes Stella aging slowly for about 90% of their 23 years apart, and aging rapidly during the last 10%. This asymmetry accounts for why the paradox isn't really a paradox. Although each twin witnesses time both speeding up and slowing down for the other, Stella sees an even split, while Terra sees Stella aging slowly for most of the time they're apart. This is
Getting your show.
This is retarded, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they actually think it's real. They actually think that they're in orbit on a planet in the center of this thing, and this girl's going out to this point in the solar system here and is going to meet us back over here somewhere.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. All right, so back to the Wonder Twins and their magical orbital journey through our solar system, all those thousands of AUs apart.
consistent with each twin's measurement of the space voyage, which takes 23 Earth years, but only 11.5.
Didn't that look like a sail-off boat?
Length contraction, huh? Is that kind of like an erection of time?
Yeah, you saw how the light contracted closer to it. It's just lensing. You'll get that effect the closer you get to a light. The lights outside of it will be.
They sure love their sexual innuendos, you know, their bulges and their contractions and their anus, your Uranus specifically.
Yeah, I hear Earth can fit in the Uranus 64 times.
69.
Oh, is it 60? No, you sure about that? No, that was actually touted. I think like 5 years ago, I heard a document, or I saw somebody read a document that said that they claim that the size of Uranus is 64 or 63 times larger than Earth. We could fit 63 Earths in. If we really try, we could get 64 with the KY. That's all we need.
Oh boy.
Pronounced Uranus, and it's a wandering star.
Yes,
Very
it is.
nice.
But that's not what they call it, and they're right. You know that, Paul. Just always remember that. You just let them travel that trip. You know, they have science on their side.
Multiple presuppositions, Roger. That's not science.
No. Basically pre-assuming everything. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
In every instance that they measure anything, they pre-assume that to start with, from Alberoni to now, literally. Like, why would you keep going down that path?
The fallacious approach for the win. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, apparently Sean Hawkins doesn't like you, Roger. Oh, no.
Oh, no, really? I thought he loved me to death, man.
Oh, he loves us all.
Roger Ledwell is a disgusting maggot, Sergeant Rock of Easy Company, also known as the hobo of Globe Earth.
He's a hobo. We're still doing a dichotomy, aren't we? Like, well, there's a flat Earth, there's a globe Earth. No.
Well, there's the stationary globe people who think we're the center of the universe, but we're still a globe.
Yes, a huge globe that we can't see any curvature on.
They're convex surfers.
And back to the scientific twins.
But only 11.5 is experienced aboard the ship. When the twins are reunited, Tara will be 43 years old, while Stella will be 31. Where Stella went wrong was her assumption that she and Tara had equal claim to being inertial observers. To be an inertial observer, one has to maintain a constant speed and direction relative to the rest of the universe. Tara was...
By that standard, aren't we technically doing that now?
It's all relative, though.
Holy fuck. Hey, Matthew, how you doing, man?
I identify as 32.
You do? Well, you're not going to get 33.
Yeah, 23. Fuck it.
At rest the entire time, so her velocity was a constant 0. But when Stella changed her direction for the return journey, she entered a different reference frame from the one she'd started in. Tara and Stella now both have a better...
And how many frames did we have there? In this, we had an inertial and a non-inertial reference frame, correct? There's 2 of these, 1 each?
It depends on what time of the year.
No, okay. What time is that? Okay. And where's that Coriolis effect at? QE just kept playing that over and over again the other day on his, not the stream, but the stream before. He just go over the 2 reference frames, an inertial and a non-inertial reference frame.
Yeah, man.
That's where you will see the Coriolis effect. You have to have both, but we don't have both.
Yeah, it's real. We just don't observe it in nature.
No, we don't observe it in physics, for that matter. Do we? Away from you?
No, everything would curve if if we're on a spinning non-inertial reference frame, then anything going straight in the sky would appear to curve to us.
That's what I was thinking too, man. I've never seen that.
No.
But it's actually doing it though, isn't it? Yeah. And that's where we get the spin for tornadoes and hurricanes. Well, not necessarily. I guess tornadoes would be in that category. I guess everything is. And don't forget your little G and strap them in tight.
Well, you got to be in the tornado.
Oh,
no, that's globular, Roger. Coriolis is an apparent deflection, cannot cause spin of weather. That's silly.
How do you have weather if everything's glued to gravity? How do you have wind? All right, let's get back to the Wonder Twins.
Understanding of how space-time works, and as twins who are 11 years apart in age, they're a perfect example of special relativity. Keep flexing your relativistic muscles with this TED-Ed series about space-time, replete with black holes, space-time diagrams, and a load of wibbly-wobbly...
A load of bullshit.
It's a perfect example, mean total nonsense.
Yeah.
Because that works, you know.
This is the best part right here.
Man. That wasn't too painful. That was actually all right. I can do it, but I mean, relative muscles. I mean, if you exercise your relativity muscles, you won't have any real muscles. Everything's just relative to everything else.
Yeah, because it was sort of made for children, so I don't know, even Craig might be able to follow along. No, wait a minute.
He thinks radar has horizons due to Earth curve. Don't tell.